Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Jyoti Prakash and let's get into the video. So first let's look into Bank Nifty in weekly candle chart. After that we will going to look into 1 day candle and 15-minute. Why we are looking into weekly candle chart? Because market closes on Friday and 1 week also closes after that. So for looking into the greater range, we are analysis on weekly candle first, and for taking any trade, we are going to analysis on 15-minute chart. Okay. In weekly candle chart, Bank Nifty looks positive to me as of now because it now trades around round level 43,000, but it closes below 43,000. That does not matter. But if it's Monday opens a gap up or opens flat, and if it closes above 43,200 or 300, then you can expect some buying pressure from there. And this week's target will be round level 44,000. But it may happen that it continuously goes for up for 3 to 4 weeks, and if it opens a gap up, then it may show some negative movement from there. Then we will going to wait for that. But as of now, you can consider it as some positive trend. Okay. In 1 day candle chart, you can see that market opens gap up on Friday, and after that it shows some negative movement here. So in 1 day candle chart, we can take trade for selling if it opens flat or opens gap down, and if it closes below 42,900 or 42,800, then we can expect some selling pressure here, and our target will be 42,600 to 42,500. For buying, it needs to closes above round level 40,000. But if it closes above 40,200, then it shows some positive movement after that. It may be not like that. It shows some positive movement. If it closes above that, it may show some positive movement. Then you can expect some buying pressure from here. Now let's look into in 15-minute candle where we're going to take trade for Monday. If it opens flat or gap up or gap down. Okay. In 15-minute candle, you can see that market continuously trades around that zone, which is 42,900 to 43,000 level. So we will going to wait for that to either it break out upwards or break down downwards. And if it opens flat or opens gap up, and if it closes above, as I said, in 43,000 roundable, then you can expect some buying pressure here, and our target will be 43,200. But it may happen that it opens gap up around 43,300 or 200, and if it opens a gap up and shows any positive movement after that, then we can expect some buying pressure here, and our target will be round level 43,500 to 40,600. And if it opens gap up, it may happen that it opens gap down. So we also be ready for that. And you can here you can also see that the one trend line is also running here. So if it opens gap down below 42,900, 42,800 or around that, and if it shows any negative movement from there, then also you can take trade for selling, and our target will be 42,600 to 42,500. Okay, and that's it for Bank Nifty. Now let's look into Nifty weekly candle chart, and we will also going to look into in 15-minute candle in Nifty. Okay. Here you can see that Nifty trades around that higher level all-time high, which is 18,600, and it trades above 18,500 on Friday. So it may continuously goes up, and I think it should break that higher level on in this week. And if it closes above 18,600, and then it may show some another 200 to 300 point movement to upwards. But we'll going to wait for that. If it closes above 18,600, then we will going to take trade for buying. But in weekly candle, it looks positive to me. You can expect some positive movement from here. Now let's look into in 1 day candle. In there you can see that in 1 day candle chart, Nifty shows some doji candle here, and neither it goes up, neither it goes down. It trades around that range, which is 18,500. So if Monday market opens above 18,520 or 530, then you can expect some buying pressure here, and our target will be 18,600 to 18,650. But it may happen that it opens gap down. So if it opens gap down and closes below 18,500, then we'll going to consider it as some negative trend, and for taking any trade, it needs to closes below 18,450. Now let's look into 15-minute candle where we're going to take trade if it opens flat, opens gap down, or opens gap up. Here you can see that in Nifty, it continuously goes up in a steep trend line, and many of the times that these types of trend line does not sustain, it may show some negative movement here from onwards. So in for Monday, we can take trade for buying if it opens gap up and opens flat, and if it closes above, as I said, 18,520 or 30, then you can start some buying trade here, and our target will be 18,600. But it may happen that it opens gap up, as I said, on 1 day candle chart. So it needs to closes above that. It needs to show some positive movement above 18,600. Then after that we can consider it as some positive trend. But it may happen that it opens gap down, and if it opens gap down and if it closes below 18,450, or if it opens flat and closes below 18,450, then after that we can expect some selling pressure here, and our first target will be round level 18,400. Next target we can set to round level 18,325 to round level 300. And as I said, in one day candle, weekly candle, it looks positive to me. It may happen that it opens a gap of around 18,600, 18,650. And if it opens around that level and shows any negative movement like Bank Nifty, so then after that we can say expect some selling pressure here, and we will going to take trade for selling, and our stop loss will be high of the trend candle. How we will going to identify the trend? Like if it is like you can here you can see that one candle made here and 15-minute candle, it looks positive to us, and after that it breaks the load and it continuously goes down. So we're going to wait for that kind of pattern. If it opens a gap up and shows positive movement, then after that any candle closes below that candle, then we're going to take it for selling, and our stop loss will be high of that previous candle. Okay, and that's it for Bank Nifty or Nifty. Now let's look into Bank Nifty components, because Bank Nifty components are really necessary to taking any option trade on Bank Nifty, because Bank Nifty components are providing buying or selling pressure to Bank Nifty. So if you identify Bank Nifty components movement, then it will be easy for us to identify any Bank Nifty movement. So for that, we will going to look into Bank Nifty components. And you can see that in HDFC Bank, it looks okay to me, because I don't think so it shows goes above 1640 by opening flat or open gap up. And if if it so closes above 1640, then I can say you can take trade for buying, and for selling it needs to closes below 1600 or 1590. But in one day candle chart, you can expect some selling pressure here. If Monday market opens flat and it closes below 1615, then you can expect some selling pressure here, and our target will be round level 1600 to round level 1590. For any buying, as I said, we need to wait it to closes above 1640. Now let's look into Axis Bank. Here you can see that in Axis Bank, it opens around that 940 zone, which is our resistance zone, and after that it shows negative movement from there, and it now trades around 930. It may show another streak of negative movement here, and if it opens flat and closes below 930, then you can expect some selling pressure here, and our target will be 920 to 915. Okay, for any buying, it needs to closes above 940 by opening gap up or opening flat. Okay, now let's look into SBI Bank. Here you can see that in SBI Bank, it did not closes above or did not shows any positive movement after closing above 610, but it closes below 610 now. So we can expect some selling pressure here. If it closes below 606 or 605 on Monday, then our target will be round level 600 to 595. For any buying, it needs to closes above 600. Then after that, we can expect some buying pressure here, and our target will be 620. Now let's look at our next bank, which is Kotak Bank. You can see that in Kotak Bank, market opens on round level 50, 1950, and yesterday also I told you that if it closes above 1955, then after that we can take trade for buying. But it did not happen, and it opens around 1950 and shows negative movement from there. And now it trades around 1920. So 28, sorry. So if Monday market opens flat or opens gap down, and if it closes below 1925, then you can expect some selling pressure here, and our target will be 1913. But if it opens gap down around 1910 or 1905, and after that if it shows any positive movement from there, then you can expect some buying pressure here also, because previously market goes up from that zone, then we can expect some buying pressure from there. Okay, but if it opens flat and gap down, small gap down, then you can expect some selling pressure here. Now let's look into Axis Bank. You can see that in Axis Bank opens a gap up and it closes above, trades above that 880 level and shows positive movement from there. Now it trades around 887. So if if Monday market opens flat or opens gap up, and if it closes above 890, then you can start some buying pressure here also, and our first target will be 900 level. But it may happen that it opens around 900 and shows any negative movement in 15-minute or 5-minute candle, then you can expect some selling pressure here also, because previously you can see that from that zone market shows some negative movement. So if it opens gap up and shows any negative movement, then you can expect some selling pressure here also, and our target will be 890 to 880. Now let's look into our last bank, which is IndusInd Bank. You can see that IndusInd Bank trades above that level, which is 1165, 1170, but it is neither shows any positive movement, neither shows any rapid negative movement from there. So we're going to wait for another 1 or 2 days to close it below 1170 for selling. For any buying, it needs to close above round 1200. After that, you can expect some buying pressure here. And that's it for today, guys. If you like the video, please share it and subscribe my channel. Bye bye, everyone.